far out at sea. The water is as blue as the petals of the loveliest cornflower, and as clear as the purest glass, but it is very deep, deeper than any anchor cable can reach. Many church towers would have to be placed on top of each other to stretch from the seabed to the surface. Down there, the sea folk live. You may recognize that as the beginning of The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, who, of course, had Venus in Pisces in his natal chart. And I was thinking about this and thinking that that extremely complex and very beautiful fairy tale for adults, modern fairy tale, actually sums up Venus in Pisces very beautifully. Of course, it's the mermaid, Venus in Pisces. Venus is said to be exalted in Pisces, and she likes being in Pisces. But that fairy tale sums up a lot of the themes of Venus in Pisces. Unrequited love. By the way, we're not talking about the Disney version, which actually is a travesty, which is slightly Venus sort of thing, a Pisces thing to happen. It's a tale about unrequited love. The mermaid falls in love with the prince. She has to become human and sacrifice her voice in order to be with him. She's with him, but then she realizes that he's not in love with her in the real fairy tale. He's not in love with her. He's in love with someone else. He's in love with the person who he falsely believes rescued him. And in the end, she has to give up the prince, and she becomes a spirit of the air. It's really beautiful. It's very complicated. There are many themes. It's quite short as well. It's worth reading. It's on the internet. And that is one of the things about any planet in Pisces, is it's complex. There is no one way that it will manifest. You know, if you look at the people with Venus and Pisces in their charts, we have a complex group, very complex manifestations of this. There are loads of artists, lots of film directors in particular, because this is a visionary sign. Edward Casey, the visionary, had Venus in Pisces. Francois Truffaut, the French film director, Venus in Pisces. There are also creeps, because this is Venus without boundaries. There are poets, Maya Angelou, Venus in Pisces. So this is Venus is the planet of art, of beauty. So this is also beauty without bounds. So when it comes to the time of year when we have Venus in Pisces, which is now, today, from the 25th of February to the 21st of March, what does that mean for us? Are we all going to go and, direct an incredible movie, Breathless? Or are we all going to go and have visions? Well, I don't think so, right? It means something different from each of us in our charts, obviously. It's fantastic for Cancerians, for the other water signs, Cancer and Scorpio. It's fantastic for Pisces because you have this wash of beauty, love somewhere in your chart. And actually, we all have it somewhere in our chart. For Aries, it's probably, you may find that you're having incredible dreams at this point, at this time of year. It's also, currently it's very good for Gemini. It's good for actually being seen. So at the moment, there's a lot of energy is moving into Pisces. Not a huge amount, but a bit. And it's joining Neptune, which is already in Pisces, which is this powerful Piscean, we're having a powerful Piscean decade, right? So we have had this amazing flourishing of visions and illusions of fashion and false news. The Kardashians are, Piscean creation. And when we get this little whoosh of power there, usually at this time of year, we have a more Piscean moment. We have the Oscars normally at this time of year. I don't know what they're thinking, moving the Oscars to, I don't know, is it in Taurus now? Anyways, usually it's in Pisces, which is the correct place for it to be because this is a glamorous placement. So Venus in Pisces comes in with the sun this year, and it's going to be joining Neptune, as it always does. And now Neptune and Venus have a great affinity for each other. So there's a conjunction on the 14th between Neptune and Venus. It's at the new moon. And then Venus goes on to make a beautiful sextile to Pluto. So there's this powerful Venusian moment in the middle of the coming month. That week, I mean, I would say it's a Venus-Neptune week. It's a Pisces, it's the Pisces new moon. And I would suggest that for all of us, this is a time to, not to make the sacrifices necessarily, because that is a very strong theme with Venus and Pisces. Martin Luther King had Venus and Pisces. People who are sacrificed, according to some astrologers, Jesus has Venus and Pisces, because this is about love that has no bounds. So what does it mean? I think it means that we should all be enjoying those things that are Piscean and Venusian, which is movies, walking on the beach, doing whatever you can to bring that beauty into your life, which has this Piscean element. You could buy a really beautiful pair of shoes, of course, which is very Piscean. Venus and Pisces love shoes, ruling the feet. But there's a spiritual side to this as well, and a spiritual love. So I hope that helps, actually. I really enjoy this time of year. And I think that actually one of the things that we can all do is reach out that love and that hand of friendship, even to people that we don't know. There's a generosity about Venus and Pisces. So, the guy sleeping on the street corner, etc., that kind of thing. And there's a compassion about it. Picking up stray kittens, that kind of thing. So there's to go with the mood of the moment. The mood of the moment is compassion.